Hi guys, Tim here, and doing another table tennis kind of how-to video, and this time will be how to glue on your sheets of table tennis rubber. And now, as you can kind of tell, I'm not doing it, doing the whole thing of me gluing some new rubbers on. I'll just show you, another way of how to do it. So, firstly, when you get a new pair of rubber, in a nice packet, it won't already be pre-cut, like this. It'll be square. And now, as you can see, these are Tenergy. That's a Tenergy 80, that is, and that's an old Tenergy 05 FX rubber. These are about 3-4 years old, and still sticky on the back there, but it doesn't really matter for this. So when you've say you get one rubber out the packet, a sheet packet, it'll be square. You get your glue, say Donic Vario or other glue you use, I don't know, Butterfly or something. What you do is you cover it all over with glue, not thick, even portion, right the way through, all over. And what you have to do is wait until the actual glue dries. I know it sounds a bit weird, but it'll make sense when you properly do it, for real. You have to wait until that glue dries, and so it's not sticky on your hands. But like this old glue, it still is. So wait until that dries, and as that's drying, it takes about, I'd say 15-20 minutes to dry. And whilst you're doing that, you get the side what you want your, you want rubber to be on, and then you do the same. You put your glue on, you even it out all around, and you spread it all around until it's evenly, not too glob. Don't dab the whole thing on until it's a massive glob. Just neatly over, even, and then do the same. And then by that time it would have been, I don't know, taking you say 5 minutes. That's all. You wait until that's dry, and then you can use a hairdryer to speed up the process, but I don't really trust it really. So you wait, and then when it's all done, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, say half an hour's over, you get the sheet of rubber. And now this is the tricky part, which I don't like, I really, really hate, is because if you mess it up, you always get it, get it wrong, and you have to do it again. So basically, when the glue on your brand new sheet of rubber is dried-ish, and on your bat, it would stick very well. So what you do is you get your rubber, and you see the label, the name label here, the Tenergy, Butterfly, and numbers and all that stuff. You always do them. It's always flush. I'll do it on this side so it's easier. You always do it flush to that. As this isn't a proper blade, it's just a massive piece of wood, but still, to that little cutout right there. So when you got your rubber, and it's all glued up and all that stuff, you have to get the Butterfly in line. Try and not get it so it's over, because if it is and you're playing, your thumb will come up it and all that stuff, and try and see if it's all good. So basically, you get your rubber, you get your sheet, and you kind of have to peel it on. This is how I do it. You have to kind of peel it on, and when it's actually stuck there, it's very hard to take it off because it's brand new glue. So you get the rubber, or you get the new sheet of rubber, you put it on, and you kind of peel it on like that, and then what I normally do is kind of scuff it around at the edges so it's on, as this is an old piece of rubber, this doesn't really matter. And then what I normally do is get a rolling pin, a rolling pin, of course, brand new rolling pin, which doesn't have any muck on it, and just roll over the rubber. And then what you do is just get a whole, what I'm tending to do, get some whole old heavy military books I sometimes have at home, and just shove them on there and wait for a while. And now there's no point, because at this time, actually I'll go back a bit. When you've glued the rubber, you always get some scissors and cut it, and you have to cut it all the way around. Is that good enough? You always cut it so it's flush like that, not like that. Don't know how or not like that. So it's over. You kind of just have to cut it around like that. So yeah, you've done that. You cut it, and then get the heavy books flat on there. And now don't stick both rubbers on, and both of them are already square. Don't do that, because if you do, it will kind of overhang and then you won't be able to get your scissors and it's awkward. So yeah, so that's your first rubber done. And then, of course, second rubber, glue, even out, pardon me, even out, all that, you know, you've glued on, wait for 15-20 minutes for that to dry, as well as that's drying, you've glued that on, done that, and then get your rubber, and this one will already be pre-cut, and, you know, plastic sleeve or something will be on it protecting it. Always make sure I've got a mat or something like this, so it doesn't have your rubber get mucky. Again, same that, butterfly at the bottom, surface, well, right at the bottom, of course, never do that, it's awkward. It's kind of the ITTF, the International Table Tennis Federation's rules. And then, of course, shove on there. And then do the same, if you want to, scuff it out so it's all nice and glued. Get rolling pin, roll it out, get some heavy books, heavy there, you know. And I would, at that point, leave, also, you know, cut around, of course. And also, what I would do is keep it on there and leave the books on there for, I would say, a couple, say an hour, hour and a half, couple of hours, because if you don't, you're playing, and the rubbers do that, and they just flap around like that, you know, and then just fall off. It is really annoying. I never had it, but still, you know, like that. And of course, just a little quick thing, if you're going to take a rubber off, always look for the grain. You see that little grain? It's going up like that. Always look for the grain, because if you don't, it will tear your piece of your bat. So when you're going to take your old rubber off, what I normally do is kind of go round the sides like that, you know, like that, and then kind of just peel it off like that. And of course, the same again. But yeah, that has been a little how-to video of how to glue on your two table tennis rubbers from your onto your bat. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.